Good morning, everyone. Today, I am going to discuss about the Sonnet 53 by William Shakespeare. And here we will be learned how to identify the persona, addressee, theme, message, and lastly, the meaning of the sonnet lines. And now, let me read the Sonnet 53 by William Shakespeare. What is your substance? Whereof are you made? That millions of strands shadows on you tend. Since everyone hath, everyone, one shade, and you but one can every shadow lend. Describe Adonis, and the counterfeit is poorly imitated after you. On Helen's cheeks, all art beauty set, and you in Grecian tires are painted new. Speak of the spring and fruition of the year. Describe Adonis, and the counterfeit is poorly imitated after you. On Helen's cheek, all art beauty set, and you, Grecian, tires are painted new. Speak of the spring and fruition of the year, the one that shadows of your beauty show, the other as you bounty doth appear, and you in every blessed shape we know, and you in all external grace have some part, but you like one, none, none for constant heart. And that is the sonnet. In this sonnet, this is addressed to every young man, while the persona of this sonnet is William Shakespeare itself. And now let me read the background of this sonnet. So, summary and the meaning of the sonnet. A more relaxed poet appears to have forgotten his previous doubt about his relationship with a young man who is still attractive but though whose true self is elusive. Ironically, the poet's lavish and ornate eulogy of the youth. For example, when he compares him to Adonis, a legendary classical beauty, he's exactly the kind of affected, stilled, and insincere sounding poetry, which the poet earlier criticized his rivals for indulging in. And the theme of this Sonnet 53 by William Shakespeare is no matter what of the appearance, the true unique significance of a person reveals itself within his or her heart, versus eternal appearance and external appearance. And now I am going to explain line by line of this sonnet. First line, what is your substance, whereof are you made? Substance means essence, instituents, basic form. It corresponds in Neoplatonic doctrine to the ideal or underlying form of things, from which individual institutions arise in our world of a sense data. Whereof means of what. So the second line, that millions of strange shadows on you tend. Strange means unknown, unconnected to you, unusual. Shadows in the Platonic sense of unreal things that derive their existence from forms and sentences. Also, in the conventional sense of shadows cast by objects, strange shadows could also be ghosts or spirit. No, attend as a servant attends a master or shepherd tends a flock. So what need you 5 and 20, 10 or 5 to follow in the house were twice so many? However, the meaning here is not obvious and could include others such as to have disposition to attain. Well, the line 3, since everyone hath everyone one shade. Everyone means everything or each substance, each separate entity. The antecedents cannot be shadows because it's too awkward to talk of shadows having their own individual shade. Diba? The reference is therefore most probably the substance in line 1 or to the things in general. Each perfect Platonic form has its own shadow way image in the world of men. However, this does not make sense in terms of Platonism because every ideal form can have any number of shades derived from it. Thus, the form of beauty in the world likewise for the form of roundness or shapiricity is not true to say that shapiricity has only one shade or example of itself in the physical world. The poet is perhaps hovering between the Platonic meaning and the idea that everyone only casts one shadow or that everyone only has one spirit. While the line 4, it said, and you but one can every shadow lend. But one, being the unique essence of all, can every shadow lend, can give from the existence to everything that is, can give a part of yourself as a copy of the ideal. Again, a somewhat difficult and quasi-philosophical idea which is based on Neoplatonism. While the line 5 rather, describe Adonis and the counterfeit. Describe Adonis. If one were to be described Adonis, the suggestion has greater immediacy because Shakespeare had in fact done just that. In this poem, Venus and Adonis, which was dedicated to the Earl of Southampton. The counterfeit means the copy, the description, the painted version. In line 6 is poorly imitated after you, is but poor imitated of you. No. In line 7, on Helen's cheek all art of beauty set. Paint or describe on Helen's face using all the artifice at your command. Helen was the wife of Menelaus. She abandoned him and fled with Paris to Troy, thereby giving a motive for the start of the Trojan War. She was supposed to be the most beautiful woman in the world at the time, and in all recorded history, the story is mostly mythical and is linked in with the tale of the judgment of Paris. In turn, for selecting Aphrodite as the most beautiful of the three goddesses, which is Athena, Hera being the other two, Paris was rewarded by having the world's most beautiful woman as his bedfellow. Many poets wrote subsequently of Helen with various gradations of praise or blame. Shakespeare portrayed Helen in Troilus and Cressida written after the sonnet. Mm, well, in line 8, and you in the Grecian tires are painted new. Tires means attires or dress. The use of painted here and art in the line above perhaps suggests that some of the beauty was artificial. Speak of the spring and the foison of the year. Foison means harvest, plenty, abundance, or compare. Earth's increase, foison plenty, barns and gardens never empty. No. In line 10, the one dot shadow of your beauty show. Shadow as above, lines 2 and 4. The new Platonic doctrine is reasserted. The spring is but the shadow or shade instantiations of your beauty. In line 11, the other as your bounty doth appear. The fusion of the year models is abundance on you. And then in the line 12, and you in every blessed shape we know, you are the universal perfection on which all subsequent copies are based. Blessed shape, anything with qualities which we are inclined to praise, anything on which beauties of character appear have been conferred. Blessed did not have additional meaning. It now has a mild expletive, as in what the blessed point is there in writing all this. In line 13, in all external grace you have some part. The contrast is drawn between external grace such as physical beauty and unseen internal perfection, in this case of constant heart. In line 14, in the last line, but you like none you for constant heart. Constant heart, apart from the obvious meaning of true and loyal heart, it could refer to an unchanging substance or essence, reinforcing the idea that the beloved was the basic form or ideal which infused itself in all other ephemeral forms of beauty in the sensate world. It is, however, slightly perturbing that the youth who was strayed and treated the poet badly, even to the extent of stealing his mistress, should here be endowed with a quality which he does not seem to possess. The attribute of grace, which often is applied to be a beloved, it is also that of one begotten of the Gospels, that one suspects are hidden religious meaning, since constancy and unchangeability were also attributes of the divine. And that is the whole story, the whole explanation of this line, of this sonnet.